Thanks for joining us on the CBN News Channel. I'm Lori Johnson. Christmas travelers across the country are stranded as the fierce winter storm grounds planes and halts trains. In New York City alone, more than 1,400 flights were canceled, and Amtrak canceled travel between New York and Massachusetts. Just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to headaches caused by the blizzard along the East Coast. It was a winter playground for folks in Durham, North Carolina. But farther west in Asheville, the serious side of the storm, a broken water main.
Oh man, it's a worse day not have water because you can't take a shower, you can't cook or you want to, boil water.
Workers battled ice on the roads and on power lines, not only in North Carolina, but also in neighboring states, some locations where they just aren't used to getting this much snow. Airports from New York to Atlanta canceled thousands of flights.
The best is just to keep a positive attitude because there's really not that much we can do about it.
In Philadelphia, the snow disappointed thousands of football fans hoping to see the Vikings and Eagles play Sunday. One memorable sight in the front yard of one soldier who served in Afghanistan, he and his family built a patriotic snowman.
Flag was actually flown in CJTF 82 headquarters over in Afghanistan. And I flew it for my family members over here back who was supporting me.
The U.S. isn't the only place getting slammed by harsh weather. Europe has been at a deep freeze as well. The record-setting cold and snow have many asking whatever happened to global warming. Dale Hurd has that story.
Winter officially started just a few days ago, but bitter cold and snows have paralyzed European travel for weeks.
We have reduced the number of flights at the moment for each airline by a third. And that's the first time that's ever been done by any airport in the world.
It's gotten so bad that the European Union leadership, which believes in global warming, wants to know why European airports weren't prepared for what some are calling a new mini ice age.
The Vice President wanted to underline that he is extremely concerned about the level of disruption to travel across Europe caused by the severe snow, stating very clearly that it's unacceptable.
It wasn't supposed to be like this. Look at this wistful headline in the London Independent from the year 2000. Snowfalls are now just a thing of the past. And from the London Express, why winter no longer exists. European travelers could only dream of it. Britain is going through its worst December since official weather records began. Back in 2002, the climate gurus predicted there wouldn't be enough snow in the future for the Winter Olympics, and that ski resorts would be snowless. It's not a problem in California at the moment. But lest you think the climate change establishment is ready to doubt its own predictions about global warming, they're saying that the record cold and snows are in fact proof of climate change. It certainly is a change in the climate. Dale Hurd, CBN News.
The storm on the East Coast put a damper on after-Christmas shopping Sunday, but shoppers across the rest of the country scoured clearance racks during the afterglow of the best holiday season for retailers since 2007. Retailers are rolling out deals and expanding hours to attract shoppers back to the stores this week. Sales from December 26th through January 1st account for more than 15% of holiday spending. The lame duck Congress has wrapped up its work, but some members are already gearing up for the big battle next year over government spending and the national debt. Paul Strand has the story.
As the Obamas go about their Hawaiian vacation and duties, the president is reportedly so pleased with where his White House stands, he's not planning any big changes there.
I think we've had a very capable and good cabinet that has helped move the president's agenda forward.
But with Republicans about to take over the House, that Obama agenda isn't likely to move forward anymore. No more big new liberal programs like Obamacare. Yet with Democrats still in control of the Senate and White House, Republicans probably won't have enough power to outright repeal Obamacare or much else, no matter how much they want to. So does this mean certain gridlock? Maybe the biggest area where Obama and the Republicans can't afford that is on the debt. With annual deficits of $1 trillion or more as far as the eye can see, more analysts than ever are saying this could actually crush the economy. Deficit hawk Senator Tom Coburn warns if Americans don't stop this binge spending, they'll face what he calls apocalyptic pain, including 15 to 18% unemployment.
Yeah, I think within 3 to 4 years, if we have not done the critical changes that we have to make, I think the confidence in our economy and in our currency will be undermined significantly.
He says America could well go the way of debt-crushed Greece and Ireland.
We're living off our future, and everybody else in the world that's doing that today is getting punished.
Obama's left with some difficult choices. How much can he defend his expensive health care program and other government spending without alienating voters who want spending cut? And how much can he afford to further anger his liberal base that doesn't want cuts? Tough questions for the president, with the 2012 elections coming and the debt threatening the future of the economy. Paul Strand, CBN News, Washington.
Turning overseas, a mob attacked and killed 6 Christians in the Central African nation of Nigeria on Christmas Eve. It happened in the northeastern city of Maiduguri, which is mostly Muslim. The Associated Press reports a mob dragged a pastor from his home and shot him to death. They also killed 2 members of the church choir and set the church building on fire. In the city of Jos, where Muslim-Christian violence has killed thousands in recent years, more than 30 people died when bombs ripped through a marketplace on Christmas Eve. Christians in Nigeria say their government isn't doing enough to protect them from militant Islam. Thousands have been killed in recent years, especially in northern and central Nigeria. Human rights groups are now calling on America and the United Nations to intervene. Gary Lane has more.
One of the worst attacks in recent years occurred last March 7th. Unlike many previous raids on Christian villages, militant Muslims attacked the village of Dogonishawa late at night instead of during daylight.
When you attack people who are sleeping, innocent people who are unprepared, that's a massacre.
Many villagers were hacked to death or burned alive in their houses, and children as young as 5 years old were among the 500 Christians murdered. And there was another first. Many of those who survived say the militants leading the attack were firing AK-47 assault rifles. Emmanuel Ogebe is with Advocates International.
It's a whole new level, completely, that we haven't seen before. They are nomads whose weapon of choice is machetes and bows and arrows. So we want to understand how they got these sophisticated weapons.
The Nigerian government promised to investigate, punish the perpetrators, and act to help prevent future incidents. Despite those assurances, another attack against a Christian village came last October. Again in the middle of the night. Again automatic weapons were used. Mark Lipto arrived on the scene shortly after the raid.
Our team got there at around 4 a.m. and what we saw was these 6 people massacred, within the pool of their blood, and houses were set ablaze. About 21 houses were burnt now. And then there were gunshots, like holes of bullets through the doors.
Lipto says he talked to many survivors, including a man who explained what happened to his family.
His house was set ablaze as the family was trying to escape. His wife was, hacked and massacred and killed in the presence of his children. 3 of his children, one little who was about 5 years old, was burned alive, trying to escape.
Most of the recent attacks have occurred in central Nigeria and Plateau State. 12 of Nigeria's northern states are ruled by Sharia Islamic law. Dr. David Carling is a missionary to Nigeria. He says Plateau State is a key battleground.
It's standing in the way of this jihadic desire to bring the Islam into the whole country. So they're unleashing everything, and it's linked. Unfortunately, it's linked with outside agencies and forces.
Carling first came to Nigeria in 1958, serving as a medical missionary. He suggests Islamists have become more violent and aggressive in recent years because Nigeria is crucial to their plans to spread Islam throughout Africa.
Everything's been unleashed in a horrendous way in Nigeria. It is actually a strategic nation, no doubt about that.
No one has been tried and prosecuted for any of the thousands, literally thousands of deaths that have occurred in Nigeria in all the years that we've had this sort of crisis. Our objective is to end the impunity. There has to be a point where we say no. Enough is enough. We're not going to have this anymore in this country. There must be consequences for taking the lives of people.
And what should Christians around the world do?
We can pray, we can support, we can understand. And obviously there's a huge response that's needed financially as well, but that's something else the Lord needs to lay on people's hearts.
Mark Lipto agrees, but he believes an important mission for his Stephanos Foundation is to bring forgiveness.
Our aim is to enable the Christians in Nigeria to learn to say we are forgiven the perpetrators. If we don't do that, then we are cheated twice. Because apart from the hurts, apart from the killings, and the lives that are lost and properties lost, we will also lose the values, the core value of Christianity, which is love.
Gary Lane, CBN News.
Iraq's Christians refused to let the recent terror attacks keep them from celebrating Christmas. Hundreds of worshipers gathered at the Chaldean Catholic Church in Baghdad, where more than 68 people died in a terror attack less than 2 months ago. Outside, Iraqi troops stood guard as the faithful celebrated a Christmas mass. Iraq's Christian leaders had called off Christmas celebrations after an al-Qaeda-linked group declared war on Christians. Nevertheless, churches in several cities held Christmas services anyway. Coming up, Christmas 2010 is over, but we'll introduce you to an artist whose mission is to help people celebrate the birth of Christ every day of the year. Stay with us.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
These are the greatest stories ever told. Presented by Academy Award winner Charlton Heston.
Thus saith the Lord of Israel, let my people go.
Join Charlton Heston as he travels the sacred lands of the Bible.
I'm going to take you with me on a journey exploring stories in the Bible and the ancient land where they happened. This is said to be the very garden. This, the very rock where Jesus prayed for strength.
Now the Bible comes to life like never before. Time Life presents Charlton Heston's The Bible.
And Moses cast the tablets from his hands.
Praised by critics, this landmark TV series is now available on digitally remastered DVDs. You'll be inspired by the greatest stories from the Old and New Testaments, enhanced by historic works of art. Get Charlton Heston Presents the Bible on 4 DVDs for $49.99. Call with your credit card and save $10.
And Abraham stretched forth his hand and took the knife to slay his son.
And that's not all. You'll also get a free bonus DVD that takes you behind the scenes. And if you call in the next 10 minutes, we'll ship for free. That's an additional savings of nearly $7.
For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory, forever and ever.
Call now to get Charlton Heston's The Bible on 5 DVDs for just $39.99. Call in the next 10 minutes and we'll ship for free.
Now therefore go, and I will be with thee.
Call 1-800-748-5167 to order Charlton Heston Presents the Bible for $39.99 and receive free shipping when you call in the next 10 minutes with your credit card.
The powerful winter storm has stranded thousands of holiday travelers at airports across the country, and while the snow will eventually go away, what won't go away are those controversial pat-downs and full-body scans. That's what Homeland Security Chief Janet Napolitano told CNN.
Not for the foreseeable future. You know, we're always looking to improve systems and so forth, but the new technology, the pat-downs, just objectively safer for our traveling public.
Napolitano claims such measures are part of a vast improvement in airline security since a so-called underwear bomber tried to blow up a passenger jet over Detroit on Christmas Day a year ago. President Obama and his family went to church Sunday. It's his first visit since September, when a poll indicated nearly half of Americans have doubts about his religious beliefs. The first family attended a non-denominational church at a Marine Corps chapel in Hawaii. In his sermon, Chaplain Steve Moses joked that the reason God put him through a recent heart surgery was so he wouldn't suffer a heart attack while preaching before the president. A Florida church is using some unique art to reach young people this holiday season. It's a masterpiece that will bring the nativity scene to life beyond Christmas, and it's taken years to create. Ephraim Graham has the story.
There is a masterpiece in the making here at Champions Church in Winter Haven, Florida, and it's taking shape behind a closed door in the back room of the sanctuary.
I mean, you can't buy inspiration at Walmart in a 2-liter bottle, you know.
Keith Goodson is the artist behind the massive 12 by 36-foot oil painting. And after more than 20 years of artistry, his inspiration for this work is his childhood faith.
And it used to be more of a selfish thing, you know, self-promotion, being who could be the best artist or, you know, who could do it better. But now it's more of a passion to tell a story or to bring my faith into, you know, into canvas, sort of a sermon on canvas, if you would.
The message in this mural is the birth of Jesus Christ.
This is a one-of-a-kind and definitely designed for particular unveiling.
Pastor Nolan Edwards has big plans for the completed work of art. It will be the centerpiece for the church's new Cultural Arts Center, where young people will come to learn about the arts.
Back in the old days, in the Baroque time, people would travel from all over to see something like this, and this is something of that scale, so it's a very special piece.
The church will also take this piece on the road with the artist, whose mission is to bring the Nativity to life long after Christmas Day.
Well, what makes it unique about this is the fact that when you look at it, you are a participant and that you bring your light and you come to that very moment that Christ was born and you recognize it. Even though it was 2,000 years ago, it's still an eternal flame that burns within every one of us to come back to revisit that time period.
And with the Light of the World painting complete, Goodson is ready to begin the next project. And he'll have some help from young people he will soon teach. Ephraim Graham, CBN News.
Up next, it was one of the biggest stories of 2010, our exclusive report on the opening of an abortion supercenter in Houston.
What makes the miracles of Jesus even more miraculous? Standing where they happened, in Israel. Come explore Jerusalem, where Jesus opened blind eyes. Visit the hills of Galilee, where Jesus fed the multitude. Stroll through Capernaum, where Jesus lived and taught and healed. To learn more about standing where it all happened, in Israel, visit www.goisrael.com. Come visit Israel.
Endless pools are an incredible alternative to traditional pools, making it easy and inexpensive to swim at home. Call our toll-free number or visit our website. A free idea kit and DVD will be sent to your home so you can discover all the benefits of owning your own pool. Compared to traditional pools, endless pools are simple to install, easy to maintain, and economical to run. Our precision-engineered pools enable you to swim or exercise against a smooth current that adjusts to any speed and ability. Endless pools are perfect for year-round health and fitness, relaxation, and family fun. Our free idea kit and DVD will show you how easy it is for the whole family to enjoy a pool right in your backyard or home. An endless pool or an endless pool swim spa can become a showplace for your home. Call our toll-free number or visit the website to find out more about endless pools. The free idea kit will show you just how easy it is to be able to swim at home.
What makes the miracles of Jesus even more miraculous? Standing where they happened, in Israel. Come sail the Sea of Galilee, where Jesus calmed a raging storm. Experience Jerusalem, where Jesus restored a paralyzed man. Explore Capernaum, where Jesus spoke a centurion servant into health. To learn more about standing where it all happened, in Israel, visit goisrael.com. Come visit Israel.
2010 is almost done, and we're looking back at some of the biggest stories of the year. In Houston, Planned Parenthood opened what it called the largest administrative and healthcare facility in the nation. But pro-lifers called it an abortion supercenter. Here's Heather Sells.
It could be said that Planned Parenthood is following the lead of so-called big box stores. With abortions on the decline and a difficult economy, it's shifting from small neighborhood clinics to supersized regional facilities like this one in Florida. It joins an Illinois location and a 40,000 square foot building in Denver, all opened in just the last 3 years.
But the Houston Supercenter is the largest. It stands 6 stories tall and offers 78,000 square feet of space. And pro-lifers here fear it will dramatically increase the number of abortions.
Planned Parenthood isn't investing this kind of money in order to do less business.
Father Martin serves at the Catholic Charismatic Center just across the Gulf Freeway from the new clinic. He's one of the leaders who opposed this expansion from the start. So why Houston and why the supercenters? In short,
it is such a lucrative business. You know, they are going to be charging anywhere from $500 to maybe $2,500 per abortion procedure.
Abby Johnson should know. Johnson made headlines last year when she quit her job as director of the Planned Parenthood Clinic in Bryan, Texas, after watching an ultrasound of an abortion. She points out that the new Houston facility will have an entire floor dedicated to abortions.
They have somewhere around 5 exam rooms and 2 operating rooms so that they can do late-term abortion procedures.
In public statements, Planned Parenthood downplays its abortion services at the new supercenter. It's a common theme, one that came out in a CBN interview with President Cecile Richards last year.
Planned Parenthood, we see 3 million plus patients a year. 97% of the health care that we deliver is preventive health care.
But the money trail shows abortion, while a small percent of overall business provides a big chunk of revenue. Jim Sedlak at the American Life League analyzed a recent annual report. He found abortions make up 37% of clinic income.
It is the highest priced item that they sell.
Current trends make it likely the Houston Supercenter will easily expand its abortion business. The metro area is one of the most rapidly growing urban centers in the country. And the new facility sits right in the middle of Latino and African American neighborhoods. Research shows minority groups have the highest abortion rates. The University of Houston and Texas Southern University are nearby as well.
There's a lot of poverty, there's a lot of college students, a lot of people who are going to fit the profile of who Planned Parenthood is going to go after.
Planned Parenthood has responded to the charge that it's targeting minorities. It says the new location right off the freeway provides easy access. And a public statement notes nearly 1 million residents of Harris County lack health insurance, and nearly half are of reproductive age. But Johnson says Planned Parenthood's Promotora program, an outreach to Latinos, shows its plans are clear.
They intentionally go into those neighborhoods and say, you don't have to worry about it. You can come in, we're not going to report you, this is a safe place to go. They never talk about abortions, but that's the hook, just to get them in the door so that they can develop that rapport, and so they can then tell them, you know, if you want birth control, we can provide that for you for free. And if you ever find yourself in a situation where you have an unintended pregnancy, we can help you with that too.
Houston's faith community has opposed the Supercenter from the beginning. It has organized construction boycotts and prayer vigils, including a massive rally on Martin Luther King Day. That drew major evangelical leaders and national media attention. Dave Welch, head of the Houston Area Pastors Council, wants city government to enforce current abortion restrictions and create new ones.
What we're looking at is trying to make it as unprofitable as possible for Planned Parenthood to take the lives of innocent unborn children. It's a horrendous thing to even say that, but we know it to be true.
Pro-lifers plan to maintain an ongoing physical presence at the clinic.
We hope to be here every hour that they're open in prayer and offering of alternatives.
After years on the inside, Johnson is now a fierce advocate for those prayers on the outside.
What happens is that when the workers are going in and when the women are going in, it is pricking their conscience. And they're having to really think, wow, somebody's holding me accountable for this choice. These people out here that are praying for me, they know what I'm doing.
What Houston has been doing is more than 8,000 abortions a year. This supercenter is a fresh reminder of plans to drive those numbers up and whether the Houston community will demand, not in our backyard. Reporting in Houston, Heather Sells, CBN News. Millions of women worldwide love Bare Minerals.
This is smooth, it's nice, and it covers. I like that.
Only Bare Minerals looks like beautiful bare skin, while it covers whatever you want it to. And now you can get our latest kit with our totally new, totally spill-proof Click Lock Go Foundation. For over 75% off retail, our new kit comes with Bare Minerals Foundation in the shade that's just right for you. Warmth for a healthy glow. Mineral Veil, the ultimate finishing touch, and Bare Minerals Flawless Application Brush. Call now and get 3 full-size gifts worth $57.95 free. Purchased separately, you'd spend over $120. Our original Get Started kit was a great deal at 2 payments of $29.99. But now you can get all this for just 1 payment of $29.99. Save over $90 and get a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Call 1-800-376-4174. Ask how you can receive this handy compact. Call 1-800-376-4174 now.
It's impossible to close an open can with a pop top. Open cans spill in the fridge. What a mess. And open cans lose their fizz. What a waste. Introducing Bottle Top. It turns your can into a bottle with the snap of a cap. Open metal cans can't travel. What a waste. Bottle Top turns your can into a bottle that's perfectly portable. You can't do this with an open can. Bottle Top lets any soda keep its carbonation. Look, bugs are gross, but Bottle Top protects your drink from insects. When you're done drinking, just pop it off. Rinse under hot water and reuse. Bottle Top keeps drinks from spilling. Now get 6 colored bottle tops for just $10. Call now and get 6 more. Plus, we'll send you the Can Top Popper. Just pay separate shipping and handling. You get 12 amazing bottle tops, plus the Can Top Popper, all for just $10.
Call 1-800-377-9176. But hurry, call now. We're giving away a bonus 6 more bottle tops and the Can Top Popper with today's orders. That's 1-800-377-9176. Call now.
And finally today, the team of scientists trying to help paralyzed people walk again. This is their invention. It's called REX, short for Robotic Exoskeleton. The bionic legs were unveiled by their test pilot, Hayden Allen. He's a paraplegic who can now walk across a room and stand eye to eye with his peers. A motorcycle accident 5 years ago left Allen paralyzed from the chest down.
I was a daredevil on motorbikes, and they brought me in, and I just said I wanted to be part of it. I couldn't walk away from something like that or roll away from that.
No other device that we know of that's autonomous and allows people to stand, walk up, downstairs slopes and things independently.
What we didn't know, we didn't need to know anyway. You know, but seeing him here today, it's just blown us away. It's brought tears to our eyes, really. You know.
The apparatus weighs 84 pounds and doesn't come cheap, about $150,000. The developers will be looking for ways to make the legs more affordable for people who are wheelchair bound. Well, that's all at the time we have for this hour of the CBN News Channel. You can find information on all the stories you've seen here at cbnnews.com. And you can also stay up to date with CBN News through Facebook and Twitter. We hope you'll join us next time, and have a great day, everyone.